Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Welcome, council, staff, and residents to the regular planning meeting for Tuesday, November the 19th, 2024. And I'll call the meeting to order at 5:30. First of all, is the land acknowledgement. We are meeting today on the traditional territory of many nations, including the Huron-Wendat, Anishinaabe, and the Haudenosaunee peoples. We acknowledge our shared obligation to respect, honor, and sustain these lands and the natural resources contained within. We honor their cultures and celebrate their commitment to this land. We would also like to acknowledge the Mohawk and Algonquin nations whose traditional and unceded territory we are gathered upon today. Hastings County is situated on treaty land that is steeped in rich Indigenous history and home to many First Nations, Métis, and Inuit people. And just before we get into the actual agenda, I would like to call John forward. I would like to introduce our new CAO. So next on the agenda, is there any declaration of pecuniary interest? Being none, need a motion to approve the agenda of the planning meeting of the Council of the Municipality of Marmon Lake for Tuesday, November the 19th, 2024. Can I have a mover and a seconder? Ron, second. Eric, any discussion on that agenda? Being none, all in favor? That's carried. Next is the, we need a motion to approve the minutes, foregoing minutes of the planning meeting of the Council of the Municipality of Marmon Lake held Tuesday, October 15th, 2024. Can I have a mover and a seconder, please? Eric, Dane, any discussion on those minutes? All in favor? That's carried. There's no public meeting. Next on the agenda is severance applications and comments. Consent file B131 /24 related to consent files B46 /24 and B48 /24, 621 Cook Road, Lot 12, Concession 2, Parts 1, 3, and 4, Unregistered Plan 21R 8578, the Municipality of Marmon Lake. And the recommendation is that the Planning Committee receive and approve the planning staff report dated October 24th, 2024. And number 2, that a development agreement between the municipality and the property owner be registered on title, outlining that the municipality will never be responsible for assuming the right-of-way. The lots may not be accessible to emergency vehicles, and the road will be maintained to municipal standards in accordance with bylaw 2009-6, section 6.3.6.1 M. Can I have a mover and a seconder, please? Eric, second. Jane. You will have maybe have Liz. Do you want to speak to the application, Liz?
So if you, Madam Chair, sorry, I'm a bit sick, so I'm wearing a mask. I might be a little bit muffled. So this is an application that's a continuation of 2 previously related consent files. So the application seeks to create a right-of-way, which is a type of easement, over an existing access road, just kind of make doubly sure that the road will continue to provide access to these 2 lots. So pretty simple in terms of conditions. The only condition being recommended is that the municipality enter into the standard agreement for right-of-ways, just stating that you'll never be responsible for it. Emergency vehicles may not be available for all right-of-ways. And finally, that the owner understands that they're responsible for the maintenance of the right-of-way to an acceptable municipal standard.
Thank you. Anyone have any questions regarding this application? Or any comments, Eric?
Maybe through the chair, Emily, if you'd be able to just clarify, in the proposal, it says staff understand the reasoning for this application is to clarify the location of Cook Road as it is and as its exact location has been disputed in the past. For public information, can you just explain that, please?
Go ahead, please.
So, Madam Chair, so my understanding is that Cook Road historically has been in dispute between the landowner of the subject lands, the historic landowner, and the Cook Road Association. So the subject property was once a trailer park, so it used to have various small access roads. So there was dispute between the historic landowner and the road association with one of these roads that the county on RGS mapping has identified as Pickle Point Lane. I'm not sure whether that's accurate, but there was a dispute whether that was the true location of Cook Road or the what I call the defined location of Cook Road, and what the current owner of such a plan is proposing to put the right of way over. I believe that everyone is in agreement that the preferred location is where the right of way is going. So if you look at the aerial mapping and drag Cook Road, the proposed right of way, which is highlighted in yellow on your sketch, I believe that everyone is in agreement that this is where Cook Road should be. So hopefully with the survey coming through, they'll help resolve some historic access issues, but where the actual location is, I think everyone's on board, I hope. So I believe overall leads to everyone being happier in agreement.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Liz. Anyone else? Jane?
And I just want to clarify, and the road will be maintained to municipal standards, but however, that is not at the municipality's expense. Is that-
So you, Madam Chair, absolutely. So just pointing out to the owner through the agreement that they are expected to maintain the road to a certain standard. So if there's potholes and things like that, they're expected to maintain it.
Perfect. Thank you for the clarification.
Ron?
Through the chair, I just noticed, Emily, the one lot, the road cuts part of that lot off. Is that gonna be an issue down the road?
Again, through Madam Chair, so that is what I was referring to as Pickerel Point Lane. So that is kind of the disputed section. So I believe everyone's in agreement. So if you just look at your diagram, that yellow portion that goes above, that is where everyone agrees that Cook Road should be.
Okay.
That little portion that looks like a road, that was the potential historic location of Cook Road. But I believe everyone's in agreement it should be north of the two parcels.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else have any comments or questions? Being none, all in favor? That's carried. The bylaw number 2024-68P being a bylaw to confirm the proceedings of the planning meeting of council held on the 19th day of November 2024. Can I have a mover and a seconder, please? Jane, second. Ron, any discussion on that bylaw? Being none, all in favor? That's carried. I need a motion to adjourn, Ron. Second. Eric, thank you. Next is Committee of Adjustment, and I'll turn the chair over to you, Mike.
Okay, call the meeting to order at 5:38. Land acknowledgement. We are meeting today on the traditional territory of many nations, including the Huron-Wendat, Anishinaabe, and the Haudenosaunee peoples. We acknowledge our shared obligation to respect, honor, and sustain these lands and the natural resources contained within. We honor their cultures and celebrate their commitment to this land. We'd also like to acknowledge the Mohawk and Algonquin nations, whose traditional and unceded territory we're gathered upon today. Hastings County is situated on treaty land that is steeped in rich Indigenous history and home to many First Nations, Métis, and Inuit people. Can we get approval of the agenda going forward? Eric, Ron? Is there any declaration of pecuniary interest? None noted. I need minutes of the Municipality of Marmon Lake of Adjustment meeting held October 15th, 24. That the foregoing minutes of the Municipality of Marmon Lake Committee of Adjustment meeting held October 15th, 2024 be approved. Can I have a mover and a seconder? Jan? Second. Eric? Okay. The minor variance is MV 2024-02.
Point of order.
67 Silver Maple Lane, legally described as part of Lot 11, Concession 4, Part 1, and Registered Plan 21R 8984, Municipality of Marmon Lake.
Excuse me, Mr. Chair.
Yes.
I think we missed voting on approval of the agenda and the minutes as well. We had a mover and a seconder. I don't know.
I thought I asked for all in favor. Sorry if I missed that. Okay, adoption of the minutes, all in favor? Sorry. And Committee of Adjustment minutes moved by Jan and Eric, all in favor? Okay, thanks, Eric. Okay, moving forward, maybe not as quickly as I wanted to. The applicant has requested relief from the following policies from comprehensive zoning bylaw number 2003-11. Section 5, 25.2, an accessory building which is not part of the main building shall be erected to the rear of the projected front or exterior sidewall of the main building. Where accessory buildings are located behind the main buildings, they shall be located in accordance with the provisions of the particular zone. The proposed accessory building will be located in front of the principal building. That's number one. 5.9.2, notwithstanding anything in this bylaw, no building structure or septic tank installation, including the weeping tile field, no development shall be located, number one, within 30 meters, 98.4 feet, 15 meters, 49.2 feet for a septic system of the high water mark of a water body or permanent water course, notwithstanding that such body of water or water course is not shown on any schedule forming part of this bylaw. The proposed accessory building will be 14.75 meters or 48.4 feet from the high water mark as opposed to the requested 49.2. Okay. This is a time set aside to permit anyone who requested to speak in favor or in opposition to the minor variance application. Public input will be received by the Committee of Adjustment. If a person or public body does not make oral submission at the public meeting or make written submissions to the municipality of Marmon Lake within 20 days of the bylaw passing, the person or public body is not entitled to appeal the decision of the Committee of Adjustment of the Ontario Municipal Board. I didn't see any objections or comments. Did any more come in, Kristen, since? No? Okay.
No.
Okay. The recommendation is that the Hastings County response dated November 5th, 2024 be received. So I need a mover and a seconder. Ron, Eric, all in favor? Carried. Okay, the recommendation is that the minor variance application MV 2024-02 for lands located at 67 Silver Maple Lane, Marmon Lake, legally described as part of Lot 11, Concession 4, Part 1, and Registered Plan 21R-8984, Municipality of Marmon Lake, to permit the construction of an accessory building in front of the principal building and with a setback of 14.75 meters from the high water mark be approved, and that the Committee of Adjustment is satisfied that the application meets the 4 tests of minor variance. We have a mover and a seconder. Jan and Eric. All in favor? We need one more vote. Okay. Okay, there's no new business. Can we have a motion to adjourn? Ron, Jan. All in favor? Okay. Meeting's closed.